And if we can prove it otherwise, hey, I'm open to hear it. But if it goes in unions in the employee's pocket, I'm for it. Leave it just like it is. So.
Okay. There's been a bill in front of the legislature dealing with the open meeting law that's going to require the legislature to be subject to the open meeting law. Is that correct? Do I have that straight?
I haven't seen the bill yet, so I don't know what its components are. So I have not. It hasn't come before any of my committees, and so I haven't even.
Okay.
Anybody that tells you that they've read every bill, it'd be very difficult. So.
Last time, 2 years ago, when I talked to you, you said you had read every bill there was.
I read every bill that went through my committee.
Okay.
If it goes through my committees, I read every bill. But to go through every bill, you know, they've got lots of committees up there, and it's very tough to go through every one of them and get the gist of them. So.
Okay. But there is a bill to require the legislature to conform to open meeting law, be subject to open meeting law requirements and things like that. Is there any way, anything possible that every public body that has elected officials be subject to open meeting law? Right now, Overton Power District contends that they are not subject to open meeting law because they don't collect taxes. There's still some discussion in some corners that they are subject to open meeting law because they have elected officials, they're a public body. So is there any way that open meeting law can be expanded to just say if you have an elected official, you are it?
Okay, the way it's set up, and this is the way I understand it from the Attorney General's office, is everybody that is under a public, it's given to us by statute, authority. It is an open meeting law. They have to, any type of meeting they have that is towards public or a discussion of open what rates otherwise has to do, even the Overton Power has to meet those same.
So if they are...
The difference is,
okay,
if they have the opportunity to negotiate contracts behind the doors, the way I understand it, with individuals or the people that they're working with, that doesn't necessarily, because sometimes contracts can be blown apart, which if you ask municipalities like Mesquite, we can't discuss anything when you're as a municipality. Everything has to be open.
right.
You can't discuss it. Has, even if it's a retreat, it has to be available. And so how many times have we had projects or developments that might have come to the city of Mesquite if they could have been negotiated somewhat or discussed with opportunities? Not decisions can't be made,
Right.
but you know, perspective discussions. Where could we have got with our business industry? And I think, in my mind, that's a fair practice. You know, I wish the city of Mesquite had that same opportunity. They cannot make final decisions without transparency, but
Right.
I almost wish they could, because I've seen over the years there's a number of things that could have happened in this community that sometimes just. Now, there's other issues that we both know of that have been done behind closed doors, or I feel like they've been done behind closed doors, that I don't agree with.
Right. You know, that's a double-edged sword there.
It is. It's a tough, fine line, and you're right.
Yeah.
It's so.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you're ever going to clear up a dishonest heart.
Well, yeah, you can have all the laws you
Yeah.
want, and you know, if they want to go that way, they're going to go that way. So basically, what you're saying is that if your organization was established by a Nevada statute, you are subject to that open meeting law.
That is my understanding.
Okay. All right.
And
That's
I
interesting.
have discussed
We're going
that.
to keep. Yeah.
I have discussed that. I don't need to be out in public and tell the whole world with the board, and that's my belief and that's my understanding.
Okay. All right. You know, we're just going to keep working on that issue.